I've got a question for you today. Are you choosing a partner based on attraction or alignment? Attraction, my sisters and brothers, they fade. They fade. But alignment sustains a relationship long term. Too many people fall in love based on feelings instead of the foundations. And then you wonder why your relationship is falling apart. I'll share some key alignments for a strong relationship, right? Attraction is great. Very good. Oh, I want him tall, dark, and handsome. Most of the women you ask want tall, dark, and handsome men. What will happen to the other men? But that's story for another day, right? Men want, figure 8 shape, the Kim Kardashian size. Some people have died in the process of restructuring their bodies just to be able to feel good with themselves, but also please other people. And we're finding ourselves where this whole physical, the way we look, you can't even age in peace anymore. You've got to be 60 but snatched, with your skin standing straight, no wrinkle. I'm beginning to wonder where this physical attraction is going to lead us to. Most of this comes from a place of low self-esteem and a lack of confidence. I promise you. Because if you felt so good with yourself and your esteem was intact, why do I need to change who I am for someone? If they don't like me, then they're not meant to be in my space. Jesus came to save us all, but yet he couldn't heal certain people because of their unbelief. He didn't go to try and prove a point to them that I'm Jesus, so I must heal you whether you like it or not. He continued his journey and he stayed for those who believed in him, and they all benefited from it. So if Jesus that came to save us, he still chose who he could help based on our trust in him, he wasn't trying to prove himself, then who am I? Why do I want to prove myself to everybody? I'm for a tasteful select few, and I'm okay with that. Some people will like me, some people won't. And once again, I'm okay with that. Some people will say, you're too fat. Thank you very much. Some people will say, whatever. But at the end of the day, what do you say about yourself? Because that's where attraction starts from. How you feel about yourself. How you carry yourself in such a way that you walk into a room with your head held high and your shoulder back with a beautiful smile on your face. And people must notice you, right? And of course, there are ways that you also add to some of these things to position yourself to be seen and known, i.e. the colors that you wear, the things that you do, you have all those things in place. However, your personality and your aura will ooze from you. Just because you carry that internally, it has no choice but to show up externally. And now, so let's even say you have done that BBL. After a few years, your bum starts to fall. But you've captured this man's heart with your structure the way you are. Maybe the surgeon has even told you can't go any further. And then your body now starts to take its normal form. What do you think will happen after? If the reason why he chose you or she chose you was based on your looks. What if there's a time where you have an ill health and you're not able to go to the gym and your 6-pack becomes 1 sack? What happens? The attraction will fade. As women, we have children. After a while, our bosoms, our breasts start to fall. It's no longer as perky as it used to be. You start to have a little extra in your tummy or your thighs or something. What if I sold a picture of perfection to you and that picture no longer exists? But what if we're also aligned? What if we're aligned on value? What if we're aligned on patterns? What if we're aligned on vision? What if we're aligned on identity? What if we're aligned on our mission on earth? What if we're aligned on our purpose on earth? And we both wanted to bring out the best versions of each other whilst we're being the best versions for each other. What if? Now, I'm not saying you should go and marry somebody that you're not attracted to just because you say Adiola said no. Of course, there should be 1 or 2 things here. But you know what I've realized? Anything can be learned. If you've married somebody that does not have style, get a stylist. That person will become an impeccable, stylish person. If the person has pimples on their face and all of that, get a dermatologist. They will give the person cream that will make the person's skin radiant. So everything with money and with love and with tenderness can be acquired. And also with release of guilt, shame, and trauma, you'll be amazed at how a lot of that is adding to the skin that you have and the weight that you also carry. for some people, maybe not with everybody. We're both aligned on saying, I've got you and you've got me. And we will do everything that we can as long as it's up to us to make each other the best versions for ourselves and of ourselves. And we'll keep pushing, we'll keep learning, we'll keep growing. Let's go and see a stylist. Let's go and see a this. Let them teach us about our undertow. There's so much to learn. What are the colors that make my skin alive and pop? There's so much to learn, so much. But all of that happens when you're aligned. And I'm going to share a few key components as well that also help relationships thrive. Do you share similar core beliefs? Do you align emotionally? Do you handle conflict in a way that promotes healing or division? Is there a purpose alignment, a spiritual alignment? Are you guys building towards the same future or pulling in opposite directions? Because the problem with chemistry without compatibility is chemistry gets you into the door, but compatibility keeps you in the room. If you lose compatibility, chemistry can only but. When the chemistry is over, what is left? Now I want you to imagine two people that have intense passion, but they don't agree on life goals. They don't agree on value. They don't agree on money. They don't agree on anything. Their relationship is a battlefield. I'm talking about singles a lot because you're not in it yet. Before dating, I want you to ask, does this person fit the future I want, or am I just attracted to them in the moment? Because some of these things that I'm talking about today would either make you choose the right partner for yourself or not. Are we both aligned emotionally? Are we aligned? Can I be safe with you? Can I share the things that are deep down in my heart, knowing that you'll be able to receive it and understand it? And even if you don't understand it, you validate it. Can I believe that I trust you enough with the things that happen in my life that I can just tell you, see, this is what happened to me, or this thing you said, I made it mean X, Y, Z, and I'm struggling with it. And the person says, sit down, let's talk about it. I didn't plan to hurt you that way. I can see how it could have. And then they validate your emotions. They empathize with you. They neutralize any negative suggestions that you would have had. And then they transform this incident, or they transform this connection with you. That's the kind of relationship you want to be in. Not someone who plays you down and says, oh, your wala is too much, you nag too much, you complain too much, you talk too much. In fact, that's why I don't like telling you anything, because you are too emotional. Of course you'll shut down. You know, it's happened to me so many times. And I'm just like, you know what? He can't handle it, so there's no point sharing it. But wouldn't it be nice if you're with somebody who could handle all your emotions, plus even the crazy ones, the ones that don't make sense, but because the person is so secure in their emotions, they can deal with yours too and help you transform it. I want to share a few exercises with you. This one is titled the Relationship Values Test. I want you to write down the 5 most important values of your life. Does your partner or potential partner match them? Because if you start with family and family on their list is number 10, then there's misalignment, my sisters and brothers. That's the truth. And then I want you, for singles, the 3-year vision test. Ask yourself, and even for those who are married, if nothing changes about this person, would I be happy in this relationship in 3 years? Would you do that for me? I trust you will, because you're all growing together. And your call for action today is type alignment over attraction in the comments below if you're ready to build a relationship that actually works. Secondly, have you had series of dating nightmares? I've had. So I've got you. And you're probably attracting the wrong person over and over and over again. I want you to book a session with me today. I've got different courses that you can do that can help you change the energy that you carry to choosing the right person for you. And that's what I really want, the right person for you. There's no the right person, but there's a right person for you. And the truth, the success of your life is directly tied to the success of your relationships, especially your romantic relationships. If you're with someone who builds, you'll thrive. But if you're with someone who drains you, you will struggle so badly. And if you're single, this is a chance to choose wisely. I really want you to choose wisely, because relationships are not just about love. Love is not enough. They're about who you become when you're with that person. So are you choosing wisely? My name is Adiola Kingsley James. Love and light. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video and share me with others.